Alrighty guys, this is snugsonblitz and I'm back with another video for you today. Tier 9 for me has always been a very balanced tier. There are a few standouts that you want to get your hands on and a few tanks that just quite can't match up to the other tanks. This being one of them. The LEOPARD PTA has always been a tank I've liked. However, and this is a big however, you need to be experienced, so you don't want to be going down this line early on in your Blitz career, and you don't want to be playing this tank stock because it's rough. Make sure you get the engine, the gun, get your crew up, play special modes, use free XP, and then you've got a pretty dang good tank. But even then, it's still tough to play. I'm not going to do a review of it today because I just wanted to share this game that my sub had. It is pretty impressive. I think you're going to agree with me. That's why I've entitled this video, Applause, because sometimes you just have to go, nicely done. He plays it very well. I think you're going to enjoy it. Before we get to it, I would like to ask, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a cent, a penny. Really help me out. Tell your clanmates, tell your buddies. I'd really appreciate it. Click like, and of course, comment down below. What do you think of this tank? Do you hate it? Do you love it? With all that out of the way, let's get to the game. Okay, so we're on this map. Look at the lineups. They have a very slow team. A Maushin, a Tort, an ISU, a Tiger 2, an IS6. Wow, even an Object 704. So the only fast tank they have, the only medium, is a CS53. That's pretty unfair considering they've got a LEOPARD PTA and a Scent 5-1, which is a hull-down god. On top of that, they've got a Sheriff. So they're going to be able to outspot them, no problem. If I were the enemy team, I would push all town. Just stay together. Use your hit points, use your guns, focus fire, and march through the town. But that's what I would do. My sub here decides that he's going to do a spotting run. Wise decision, because he's fast enough and he's got the spotting range to cause trouble. Yes, so nicely done. A little module damage doesn't hurt. He's been lit up, so he's just going to wait here until his camo resets. His team is split up. Where is the enemy team, though? That's the question. There's two tanks over there. Okay, now, I thought he was going to spot mid here, which could have worked, because if you can find out where those heavies are, you'll be able to know how to set up your team. I mean, if your team understands what that is. But instead, he's going to head over to help the Scent, which is probably what I would do. Either way would work, I think, in this situation, just because they're so frickin' slow. Their Tiger 2 has been hit pretty hard, but no big deal. Does he have any shots here? No, he doesn't. So he decides to continue on over to help his Scent. The Scent has pushed in a little bit far, but he's doing the spotting, so good for him. The problem is he might get pushed on here, and that's going to be a problem. There are two tanks coming for him. He is hull down. So far, so good. But here's a third tank, and that's a problem. He does punish the Tiger, and my platoon mate agrees to focus him first. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be able to survive this because he's got three tanks marching in here. He needs to be hulled down. He's not really hulled down right now, and the team has just crested this ridge, so yeah, Scent's gone, unfortunately. And I think my sub was right not to push in there because there's not much he could have done. Now, here comes the Object 704. He thinks he's mobile enough to do this, but he's going to find out that it is not the right move at all because my sub's going to be able to out-DPM this CS52. And once he gets rid of the CS52, the Object is all by his lonesome. And you never want to be by your lonesome in a TD that has no turret. Especially when you don't use the terrain well. So, Object 704, big mistake. Yep, cost them the game if you ask me. But let's see what happens. This Object 704 is just, he doesn't know what to do. Yeah, my guess is he's a 45% player. He made a mistake going the other side. He should have stayed with the CS53 and protected him. But by going around, it let my sub take out his med first and then work on him after, which was the right move. So he's up to 9K damage, but watch this. Here we go. Tort's not looking his way. More damage coming to him. That's nice. Okay, I'm going to track him. Ricochet, unfortunately, but that's okay. Now, he could have peeked around here to take out the ISU. Unfortunately, he didn't, so his teammate paid the price. But now, the Tort is in exactly the same position as the Object 704. He doesn't know how to use the terrain to keep meds from circling him to death. He's moved out further on the battlefield, and he's gone. So 5,870. A very nice game, if you ask me. 3 versus 1, where's the last tank? And wouldn't you know it, he gets a little bit lucky here. The sheriff decides that he's going to capture the base. Not really necessary. The Malshan is too freaking slow. And so, my sub is going to get to eat this IS-6 alive. Yes, an AFK. Now, oftentimes when people do well in AFK games, it's because of the AFK. They get 1,500 or 2,000 damage from the AFK. So if they've done 4K damage, half of it was from the AFK. So they've only done a 2K damage game. This game, he did 5.9K without the IS-6. So that's a great game in and of itself. I think he deserves all this damage. He earned it. And yes, there you go. 7,500. And how much was it? 20 damage in a Leopard PTA. Now, yes, there was an AFK, but if we look at the stats, he had 2 donuts on his team, including the T30 and Tiger 2. The T30, 0. Wow. So give credit to this guy. Beastie, you did it. What a great game. Let's give him a round of applause. That's all I got for you. I'll see you next time. Snugs on Blitz, out.